Please tell us your name.
Rang Singh
Sonam Dorjee.
Sonam Dorjee.
Sonam Dorjee, do you give your permission for the Tibet Oral History Project to use this interview?
The Tibet Oral Project History then on the ladder Sonam Laramaji, Gombaduda, the Karibuji Mindus and Gorda, the Gomba Yorada. Yes.
Thank you for offering to share your story with us. His Holiness the Dalai Lama requested that we record your experiences so that we can share your memories with Tibetans for generations to come. And also inform the world community and the next generation of Chinese about the true history, culture, and beliefs of the Tibetan people. During the interview, if you wish to take a break or stop at any time, please let us know. If you do not wish to answer a question or discuss some issue, please tell us.
Okay.
If this were shown in Tibet or China, would it be a problem for you?
No.
We are honored to record your story and appreciate your participation in this project. I'd like to start by asking you about your life in Tibet before the Chinese came. Can you tell us where you were born?
Kham Chungpo.
Kham Chungpo.
In Chungpo. And where in Kham is Chungpo?
Chungpo la Kham kaji kagi chole.
Chungpo cities ne Kham kitan that much dode rwa. The cities ne Chamde ye Chamdo.
It's near Chamdo.
It's near Chamdo. And how big a town or village was Chungpo?
Chungpo la de chejung kande로 저 친주들이라 kande로 Chungpo래 계산로래.
Chungpo cities ne be 자신부시라 있어요. 이나 마다데 가래 다지기 포이네 야연바 가는 춘주 가는 영걸 봐. 이네 자신부시라 이제 등산한 저 포이 미지수 세가 가는 Chungpo cities ne be 그 너르비 네 가래야 차브드레스. 진짜 Chungpo cities ne 시라 가서로 다지 민nimba this place
I think it's a big place. I went to other places when I was child. I didn't stay much in Chungpo.
I see. And what did your parents do?
Only the Sonam Rangaji Pamajura, only Choa Karlaki water.
Pamazu, Mema Singa, Simbella to the wife, Simbatan providing the wife, Simba. 아니 야가 생각체 뭔가 놀라시 독서해야지 인데서도
They were farmers as well as nomads. In summer they used to work in land. In winter they used to look after animals.
And did you go to school or did you help out your parents in working?
근데 춘신 밖에 파마님도 이거라 랍달 누구에 하면은 파마를 로바치기 위해서 가르치기 온데.
춘주한 랍달 다녔어.
I go to school.
뒤정한테 배우려고 알아. 그래.
I learned Tibetan language.
And can you tell me what you were thinking about that's making you sad right now?
And tanda sonam nara dus December kyo nyawo dus on December kyo wa gimsen kares.
당연한 된다 그래도 지금 그런 게 아니다. 뒤에서 뒤쪽에 빼라 죽으러 가다. 죽으러 가. 따뜻한다.
Before Chinese invented, we are happy and we have freedom. We are free. We are free man. Now we are facing lots of problems.
이제는 단대디 그래. 장저 만에 컨디나가 관리야. 지 그래. 내가 표를 주게 나 준주 관계는 지우라. 근데 내가 그래. 소재 바다 네. 그래. 밤마다 또
When you ask about my past, I remember and I missed my parents and my place in Tibet.
Yes. So, I want you to take your time, all the time you need, to talk about this, and you don't have to hurry. If you want to stop, we can stop. So just let us know.
It's okay if you ask questions.
Okay. Can you tell me what kind of... Did you live in a house or in a tent?
근데 별 데디가라 아니 파마님들 데디가라 코로나 뒤에 강바 스미트 강바 되는 뒤에
강바나 되고
in a house.
In a house. And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
이제 주주다 아지아 벤저중화 포그 문제는 가지고 있어요.
벤자 부모 부모 시 부승
Four sisters and 3 brothers, including myself.
4 sisters and 3 brothers. And did you help out your parents tend animals or do agricultural work?
아니 바게 주주가 레디가라 파마 주주라 아니 심지에는 따주자 로바치기 로바나기 왜?
근데 심지에는 제가 가는 때대로 오지.
Yeah, I helped them.
To help them. And what did you like to do best?
아니 근데 가릴라 심지 따로 된 치고라 근데 가셔 가릴려 했어.
그때 저는 심지에 봐 봐도 돼야다. 심지에 봐 로고 잘 안는데 제 심지에 엄마 쉬어 가네요. 다지 엄마도 뭐야 제 아니 엄마 제 쇼 제 아니 샤제 그 배우시라 그래. 똑바로 봐. 어떻게 가야?
로바치기 했어. I helped them to gather the animals together, and I helped them while milking. And there are lots of meats, butters in my home.
Meat and butter?
Yeah, and milk.
And milk. And were you ever tending the animals alone? Did you spend any time alone doing that?
근데 이제 심지 소화도 되게 집을 두고 했어. 파마님도 두고 해.
심지어 소화도 무슨 다른 식으로 말해. 파마 내가 자루로 봐. 먼저 배에서 다소스 배도 보조서 줘야 저거인데.
집을 피고로.
No.
I used to go alone as my parents have other works to do.
And was were there what was the landscape around your town? Was it many mountains or was it flat? What did it look like?
근데 이제 충분히 사제디 간데도 저도 스타나 리망고래
리망고야.
Yes, there are lots of mountains.
And were there any special games that you played as a child?
보고 중인데 전부들이라 믹스기 전부들이 쓰기야.
네. 세상 줄. 먼저 바이올린 아디어로 단다 이제 로 다스타게 아주 시드네 지가 아주 시드네. 잠자 따랑 풍고라서네. 지금도 아주 선데 내일이지. 로 나네 아주 시드가
심지 그거라.
심지 로다 락 아주 잠자다. 아니 지금 파주 즉 대래 다야다. 안에 파태야다. 수태야다. 안에 아직 잠자바 가네야. 지지리가 탐대지하다. 아니 아주 파이도 말에 망제 앞나와야 돼. 숙세도스. 숙세는 지지리를 단지 봐줘.
We played hide and seek, and there was a game called Upchu, which is played by animals knee, as well as in my village called Chungpo, people played wrestling.
Who did you wrestle with?
And it's puzzle the color up down in the senior. Yes, swim the senior.
근데 먼저 보고 로바든데 열봐. 보고 보러거든데 열봐. 어떤 일이지?
With my friends.
And were there winners and losers, or did you just wrestle and didn't care?
근데 다 토베다 토레드니 심슈 신자 와라다 다 뒤지켜야지 되게.
나 뒤에서는 타비하지. 나 지금 리비나 내 코리는 땅가 가보자. 코리는 정말 아주 덥지. 엘리스 덥지.
If I won, everybody will clap, then I'll be happy.
Okay. And when did you start going to school?
Labdala doya kadis ni gozumbe.
After the education, law, jazz,
When I was 8, I go to
no
school.
jazz,
And did you go to school in Chungpo?
And the Chungpo later, I love the water. Yes.
And what did you study there?
And the Karido Jangi Labdala.
P.
Jangora.
P. What?
Tibetan language.
And what else?
In Shambakar Jangor. P. Jangor.
Shamba P. Mission Shambata, Gajan, Chotane, Alamala Soatalanda, Kunjor Soatalanda, and Namway in Belu, Europe and data. What did they would like again?
Studied about Tibetan language as well as how to pray to the God and about Buddhism.
I see. So you were introduced to Buddhism in your school.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And as a child in your village, were there ever performers or storytellers that would travel around to different villages and perform in your village?
아니 제가 소남나라 도시네 충볼 내려라니 롱바 심반이 시장에 되네다 라무등이도 되네다 자두등이도 되네다 둠싱이도 되네다 레고라
다들 지금 롱바 좀 심반에 시에다네다 둠싱에도 하고 롱바 심반에 지금 먼저 배에 목소리야 최우탄에 무슨 많이 권해줘도 엄마네 배에 온다네 뭐시고네 최셔버스 시베이나 아니 냐라루레스 안디베 디콜이야 샤닌데 민데 레그 디나 안에드네 탕가들이 여러 탕가들이 집에들이야 샴제 안에들이야 안에 최체에 있는 안에들이 제제 안에 최체에 있는 사인들로 살아가는 데스 근데 디버체에 있는 만날레나 마루르스 어딘데 되시잖아요 레그
Actually, I don't know about the performers, but I don't know about the performers. who sing a song or the Tibetan cultural dance. Sometimes people used to come and they have with them thanga. They have with them thanga painting.
Tankas,
And they describe us about if we did good, then we'll be in heaven. If we didn't, then we'll be in hell.
It sounds just like the Catholics.
Only the Catholics like the Chipodos to Dasa. Yes.
And let's see, did in your home, did you have a special place that just for yourself that you like to maybe hide in? Did you hide in the home, or just have a special place that you enjoy to be?
Palaram dus page chumbule du nangjura onde le mixi saja gasa dini da nangbula ipsa dini saja dini mixi saja dini yoe ipsa dini.
Ipsa dini cha tingum.
I don't remember.
So you continued to go to school for how long?
And dus in labdal dora logela loga just ngada doing labdala.
Kajin go she's in the net chunjuan Lhasa yayo.
About 4 years, then I left to Lhasa.
So you went to school 4 years, and you studied Buddhism and Tibetan language in this school.
So we loved the Lushis to stay any February cake, the Jang, and sure the Chimbi beyond the Jang there of the Lushina. Yes.
And what was the reason you went to Lhasa after 4 years?
And the Lhasa Dora Lushijela, when you give think cousin Dora.
Lhasa liane pala ma the pinja chamalo Lhasa never singan Lhasa never yo and the Lhasa ne to count much that and jejo so number what Buddhism chawhani ta chönje never le as a choja and the time is Lhasa ya and the tawrum machine jayada and it's a pona jayada and then dances some
my parents and all the brothers and sisters went for pilgrimage to Lhasa and after that to Mount Kailash.
I see, you went to a pilgrimage to Lhasa. And was this the kind of pilgrimage in which you did prostrations?
Yeah, I went for pilgrimage.
Yes, but when I mean by pilgrimage, did you walk, like, go all the way, or did you go to Lhasa first? Or?
We walked to Lhasa.
You walked doing prostrations?
No.
No. Okay. And how old were you when you did that?
Only to do a Lhasa, they do a lower sister. About 12 years.
12 years old.
Yes.
And how long a walk was it?
The Comagan Nima just course the Lhasa, but the Lhasa is.
What did you Lhasa Dojla boy Yadu Degi Yadu Shaja Siamala Yadu boy.
Mount till Chumala Mandela.
Chumala Lhasa.
It took about 1 month to reach Lhasa because we walk as well as we rest while in between.
Yes. And then you went to Lhasa and then Kailash?
We have decided to go to Mount Kailash, but we were unable to go there.
Because why were you unable?
Only the Chumalamal cousin do Aramusa.
This is an Amaladi, Lhasa Nungsong. 나브라바 나바카나 엔디네 두치잖아 로츠가 말 나도 해서라래 해서라 디주케스 마 포유레 마 로츠마서 포유 드라마 주제 나 춘주 잡아가랴 나네 빈자 주저저래 주저디 세라 콤발레트 잡아라 포유 잡아라 디주저디 세라 콤발레 잡아라 어디 기두세잖아 잡아치지대
My mother was ill that time in Lhasa, so we were unable to go to Mount Kailash as well as to the home. And I joined monastery. There was one monk who is my brother, so I became his disciple.
I see. And that was at Sera Monastery?
Yes, Sera Monastery.
And how well do you remember that walk, that month you walked to Lhasa? How well do you remember that?
근데 정말 수요일에서 너무 감사하게 됐어요. 정말 영생의 수요일에. Yeah, I remember that walk.
And what do you remember about it?
언제 돌다 가리 정말 수요일 감사하게 한 거예요.
공부되는 루트는 아직 다른 거리야. 다 건조 파마주서서 사야기 텐데 짬바다도 그지 개발 그지 누가 뒤뒤 등산 자가는 이제 쭉쭉 호텔 다 내려 말에 칼라사스 다시 대야 말 뒤주네. 아니 내내 아침에나 김순벌이 아침에 김순벌 따다로 김순벌 미산이래요. 와 어디에 나 내산이야. 디날 칼라세 디날네 재미시 사간에 호텔 다시 가게 말와 뒤 아니 랑간 전바간 파마 컨트 도리 개발 기술에 나 도리 개발 기술 많이 나 공부 좀 부르나.
My parents carried the food and other things because there is no hotels in between that road. If we want to, there were few homes in between. We used to lend their rooms for one day, rest there.
And then go on.
Yeah, and then go on.
And what did you eat?
근데 가르치기 위해
잠바, 샤, 마, 추라, 아니 어디래요?
Jamba, meat, cheese, and butter.
And butter. And
no, labu, showo.
And carrot, potatoes.
And did you find it physically hard to do that?
언제 사야지 이제 사월하다. 갑자기 집하기 돌아. 언제 깔래하고도 통세. 그만게 뭐지?
깔래하고 어제도 이제 삼바페 같이 영화를 봤어요. 삼바를 강에 영화. 그게 강에 그림도 되는데.
There was no problem. There was no problem.
And did your brothers and sisters come with you too?
Yes.
And so you got to Lhasa, and your mother was ill, and then your brother had joined Sera Monastery,
Yes.
and then you decided to become
his
disciple.
디디스는 혼자 리서치. 발라다 주저 혼자 잡아서 그랬어. 나 잡았어요.
That time, my brothers and parents decided that I should go to monk.
To become a monk.
Yeah.
So you joined Sera Monastery.
Sera Monastery.
And you were 12 years old.
Yes.
And what was that like? The first couple of days that you went to the monastery, I imagine the life was completely different than what you had known before. Can you describe what kinds of things you had to do and what your day was like?
따도신 공부주라. 공부주에 따 당시에 니만 예스랑을 따 당시고란 요아로 통수했어. 미세데 내로 카가로 통수해.
근데 카가로 무세 그 통다. 맨날 야쇼로 공부 지금 저러도 키고 봐. 아니 이거 파마서 대주선에 서트스 수수들이 봐. 필요로 봐. 태그 맨날 대바람 지금 키고 봐. 데스 칼레로.
When I was with my parents, I'm happy because there is no. It's my choice whether I should go. When I joined monastery, we have to follow the rules and regulations.
And you didn't like that?
Only that, and just in the Gombal does and Gombal Dixuera, only not women does a Dixudala.
Now
It's not like that. I like the rules.
You like the robes?
Yeah, of the monastery.
What did you like about them?
On the Digzu, the curriculum windows of Digzu can do.
빅주도 말이는 미상물로 그래야 라마타나 지어와 간주문 지어와 지는 빅주도 기회나 또 맨날 침박하는 소셜 파스트 소셜 기능이야 와 기절 기능이야 네 대조리야 네 감제 기능이야 대조리가 자산이야 처리야 네 개고야 네 캠보야 또 상황을 받으면서 잡으면서 저거 봐.
Because if we didn't follow the disciplines, then I don't know what man will be doing. And in monastery, I have a teacher and a board and high lamas.
And you felt that was exactly what you wanted at that time.
On the other way, yes.
And did you spend any time in meditation, or was it what you mainly had to do as a child was chores and take care of things?
And ito bombard the mixigi bomb da the ganye. Is it
문제만 되게만 친절한 small.
I didn't meditate as I was small at that time.
And do you have any, in your time in Sera Monastery, is there any one memory that stands out the strongest for you that you could tell me?
The Sera dosim derwa. Sera dito tanda tembasu digal mixigi tembasu ya deni de azu da share deni.
Sera tembasu da ji 건배나리야 누드스는 지기 차와 야 초초야라고 근데다 초야 초주스는 근데 초이네 아니 초초차네 먼저 건배나리 다지 잡아사배 가니야 아니 잘로 가도록 아니 두팔로 가도록 아니 근데제 뒤차 여기로 가도록 근데 야 잡아 그냥 봐야 잡아 가는 이제 차와 말네 아니 샤르발레 빼져다 오라네 샤르발레
I remember that we have to go to the gatherings for prayers, and when I joined, the newcomers have to serve the tea and tupas.
Yes, and you're saying that when you were a newcomer, that's what you had to do.
And the south also just around in Chada to what in the Lura. Yes, we have to serve.
Did you participate in any ceremonies and in any cham dancing or anything like that?
두전 신부들이나 아니 join 친구에 변신 참다 되는 천에.
참 타서 댐다시라는 거냐.
No, I haven't participated in cham, but I saw cham several times.
You saw it several times, and how many years did you spend in Sera Monastery?
아니 세라가 금방 lokasi 있어야 돼.
달로 중년에 로 주주서 보돌이야 Sera Monastery 돼. 봐. 로시 아지 롱아지 Sera Monastery. 아니 되네. 제가 뭐 올라리야. 아니 주표에 봐.
I stayed in Sera Monastery for about 5 years. 12 to 17.
12 to 17. And those were you had good memories of those years?
근데 또 마스백이 되라. 근데 믹스기 좀 써야 되는데.
믹스기 좀 써야 말에 참 써야 간지래야. 아니 저동 그냥 좀 외로리야. 말에 좀 내들이야. 다 재미 당보를 해서 내버려. 재미 당보를 해서 내주잖아요. 먼저 니세제 용도 와. 두전에 그래. 당보를 해서 내주잖아요. 먼저 해서는 안 되면 바나셔서 신가져리 신가 당자 첨부 저래. 당자 첨부 뒤에 가려야 아니 뒤 넘부스네 뒤에 안 당보미 터녀스 넘부. 아니 뒤에 넘부나네 나는 혼자만 믿는 거 유수. 미유가 한 이미 모임이셔서 또 상말로 모임이셔서 나들이 부친주인자 때마다 아침에 아니 혼자 남나 마 법인 박하리야. 근데 니도 비자 마 법인 도스. 니도 비자 마 법인 하나 살에 도스 법도전에 and I'm about to put hello,
Before 1959,
56, 55, about 50,
it's it's in 55 or 56. I saw airplane for the first time, and there is a ground near Lhasa, and Chinese army came on parachute, and they landed on that ground.
And what did you think when you saw that?
통도 가리로 삼죠.
통도선은 따져서 간대를 지나서 그것도 남남아 법제 이치도선은 따져 개미만이 그러셨어. 개미만 잡아가는 다 먼저도 부춘절했어. 지라 상놓고 먼저 했는데 먼저 미개 한번 줘. 다 야고 말했어. 다 별이야. 아니 다 그들이야. 개미도 요원 잡아가면야. 다 산재 때문에 누구랬어. 산재 때문에 누구래. 지금 다 야고 용 말했어. And Prabhupada is being what is the
That time I was shy, so I didn't notice much. But I was shocked to see that people were coming from the aeroplanes.
Yes.
And our elders said that they were so scared because Chinese were here to destroy the Buddhism religion.
Okay, and then what was the next thing that happened that made you aware of the Chinese?
근데 저다 개미인데도 죽어라. 근데 다 직다 거래니 직차라. 근데 다 소남나랑 삼줄다 어디 가디로 시통서. 개미인데도 별 죽어라. 가디로 치고.
다 대조라 대쇼래야 패진 다왕아 조진에 대쇼래야 다왕아 조진에 아니 개미맘이 아니 간단한 체제. 마음이 배탈이야 루리제. and Samaran, on the bed, collective Mozarungi, Parchambudilla, and the Stali Parda, and Chamalan the Parda, what's the part that is and the Hasare, Yubanea, Tangnea, the has a Tambo Perine, Suchajan, the Mummy, Rudije, and was share of the Tangia, and the man that Tambo into Kala Sega catch a hunter, Kala Sega, and some of the Tombo Mabo, but Tombo. Just as a color set, some of the color cut Kayudo. Yes, they live in the towns.
After 5 or 6 months later, Chinese army lined up and they came and entered Lhasa from Pari. And they had Zambo Pari. They came from Zambo Pari with mountainous photo. And there was
Changwalan. And Stali,
Moses Stali and Changwani photos. Chinese army lined up and they came in Lhasa with those photos.
With a rifle and guns.
With rifles and guns.
Then there are machine guns.
And were you still able to go to maybe I should ask it this way. Did you, when you were a monk in Sera, did you go frequently to the center of Lhasa to, what is it, to the Bakor? Parkour. Did you go to the parkour regularly when you were a monk in Lhasa?
Yeah, I go frequently to those places.
Morning they are coming to Sera Monastery, and then there has a powers they are rounded. Afternoon you can go to back Sera Monastery. Then sometimes you can stay in their house with the parents.
With your parents?
Yes.
Yeah. And let's see, before the Chinese entered Lhasa, can you give a little description of what that was like around the Bakor area? before the Chinese.
Gemi Malay onda, and Pagordi is such a country was here. Gemi Malay Kong.
미만의 관 바거디 우리가 지금 사자 그리고 num샤하고 한집에 무슨 저거 쉬우저라 근데 그러와 아주 졸이야 아니 지금 딱 재밌네니 신에 둘이 단지 딱 한다 강남에 가서 미담을 너무 쉬우대 오늘 뛰어서 단다 그 상물한테 간 만나지 그래서
Before Chinese invaded Tibet, Bakor was a very peaceful place and it's a very nice place.
And was it always crowded every day? Were there many people coming there?
근데 이거 아니 사실 미 얼마나 거야 아니지 미 얼마나.
나는 몽고야래. 그래서 바가나리 안에 mostly afternoon is Lama and men, gents, ladies, old men, all this one rounded their pujas. Pakol church
가는 거라.
church.
There Bakor is a crowded place and after some days in afternoon nuns, monks, laymen all pray together.
All pray together there. And okay, and did you ever see, again before the Chinese came, did you ever hear or see the Dalai Lama?
근데 개미 말랭원이 소남라라는 게 깨물어 무시는 제뉴의 point. Yeah, I had audience with His Holiness Dalai Lama before Chinese invention.
Yes, how old were you when that happened?
깨물어 무시 주디 로 가졌으면 소남라라.
그들은 로다 줍시잖아요, 저는. 로 줍시잖아요. 간주 세라리아 잡아라 와. 잡아채가 가는데 로레리 나느야. 네. 로레리야 러사야 와. 뉴이어. 러사기 디컬이야. 아니. 군주 노블링걸 쇼에는 노블링걸에 작은 거래. 세라 단도가 제포란 쇼에는 제포란이야. 잡아지 진짜 그게 제가 좋아도 그래. 아니 이제 차와는 됐어.
I have an audience with His Holiness when I was 14, and every New Year, Tibetan New Year, Lhasa, if His Holiness Dalai Lama is in Nobulinga or in Tseporama, we are allowed to go and audience him, and His Holiness himself used to bless us with his own hands because we are monks.
So you remember being blessed by the Dalai Lama?
And Chawanangyo tingide. Yes.
And did that happen more than once? Did that happen several times?
근데 Chawanangyo tamachig랑 가지고 참 탐험 못 충서.
탐험을 좀.
Several times.
Several times. Wow. How did you, after that happened, how did you feel?
근데 자기 물어보지 처음으로 나주더니 간디로 가지 가르고 치기도.
진짜는 저기 지라스 저기 테나스 가서리 저기 다소서 소대치 말이야 삼산을 좀 있었어.
I think our lucky.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I can see that meant a lot to you.
아니 통고도 있어요. 통고도 있어요. 솔직히 뭐.
Yeah. So let's come back now to when you noticed the Chinese were coming, and you started seeing soldiers, and then did soldiers start to come to the monastery?
아니 개미도 bombardier 고주세요, 언제들.
재미도 당고 해서 바고나리야 당고리도 전에 무슨 마음이도 전에 루디제 만다츠케제 루숨 시즈르 디제는 가서 바고나 거래접제 디즈는 콘저 카레스나 별 미마리아 다 콘저 또슈 첨부인데 유엔노도비 콘저 배 카리아 만조리아티 카레 몽부도 산다 아니 만다다 아니 지기 카레 비르간다 띵간다 아니 지기 메르조다 아니 체 따뜻한 메르조스타 깨샤 그디제 내세 바고리아 거래접제 아니 콘저도 봐 지기 해세 난도 봐 당보 콘저 해세 7월이야 링고 치료래 탕디 신경 간래 먼저 고르게 돼요. 당부도 말이야. 그때 가서 가요.
When Chinese first arrived in Lhasa, they used to roam Bakor with lined-up army with rifles and horse because they want to show us that they are powerful. First, when they arrived, they didn't stay in Bakor or inside Lhasa. They used to build tent outside the Lhasa.
어떤데 대도스 아는 혼자 다 레세 치료를 신경 간래 아는 고르집지 가면 대박 안에 대주산에 안에 뒤줄이야 안에 혼자 저와지제 안에 표정기는 흉셔 고다서다 안에 도바지 파스 혼자 저와지제 혼자 지금 그래 베베밀이야 너 먹어야지 안에 혼자 지금 배샤무 타는 다양스들이 지금 뭐 실로 다양스 어디에 갈 표정 단자 혼자 밀이야 다 미가제 뭐 거제 and
then they play tricks with our officials and even they give time for there's money, silver money to the peoples.
So they acted like they were going to be friends.
아는 간조 게미스네 야나네 야연제 장조 아니 표디 임팩트 칼리안 점블링나네 질류테샤스 질류테베 미마지레샤스 엔 간조 엔 장조 페트 칼리아 지 가서 점블링 미마 님도리아 파 테디가 지리아 간조야 로봇차고 근데 장조 엔 페트 칼리아 로봇차가 용미스 아니 간조 카르키알레 그뒤는 간조 레세 파르고기 루카 실리아 가사칼리아 로스피거 주자 간조 아니 그뒤는 장난안 깨세 당부 자게 접되네 자게 주 표결이 주제 아니 건조는 표미말이야 아니 로봇이 유스 아니 저랑도 전문인 미나네 지르테베 미지레샤스 아니 저랑도 로봇이 유스 건조 로봇이네 유스 건조는 중국 공대 당시들이네 아니 저랑도 표미리아 로봇이네 지네스 아니 표바들이야 아니 야만에 아니 칼리아만저 아니 단하게 표리야 아니 조용히 아니 전다지 유스 아주 민감만에 로 동남아문에 좋아요스 저한테 전진다시나 징그러다 그래 제가 간에 최제가 간이야 다직 대스 현대로 이제 혼자 믹셀이야 다시 용으로 할 때죠 그래서
and then they announced in the loudspeaker in Chinese and then translated in Tibetan. They said that Tibet is underdeveloped country, so we came from China to develop Tibet.
안드레 체제 야제당아 용빈스 조건제 당단안에 대제 디시장한테 쇼베 본다 창말을 디시게 버렸어. 안 그래 미케제 니니 만들네 건조 드란시게 버렸어. 그때는 박원아리아 그래지 만는데 만병 거리하시면 건조 안에 중앙 공대 단계 표미만 로봇이니 잡조치니 근데 전에 쉐게 버렸어.
Every day and night they announce in the loudspeaker that we are here to help us. So even though we don't want to hear that, we have to hear that because they have set the loudspeaker.
Okay. So they set up loudspeakers in the monastery.
On the loudspeaker, the Bombanalo Yomaraj. Not in monastery. Lhasa Bakor.
In Lhasa.
Lhasa Bakor.
Did they at least in the beginning did they leave you alone in the monastery?
당불레디 가고서 뜻발라란다 수남나라 더와도 두시하셔거라. 인도 간누긴도 치어마라.
거기
더라. 니마다 페요라. 고만에 더라 누긴도 치고 말하고 당불레디.
당불레도 그게 체험을 당불레디. 되네 줄이 아날로직 진니 지숨 진짜 안 돌지 말아.
When they first arrived, they didn't do anything to the monks. After 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they became worse and worse and worse.
I see. So initially, just to summarize what you're saying, as I understand it, the Chinese came, but they kept a low profile. At first, with camps outside the city. Then they came to the Bakor to show that they were in charge. That they were stronger so that it would not make any sense to resist them. And then they tried to propagandize the people with loudspeakers to tell them you're an undeveloped country and we are here to help you.
kan gemi tama tambul lidu wala ni pagi Lhasa chilu kurdo pin dera tishen ya da Lhasa bagon na le ani kuzu lo speaker na la announce chira da kuzu lumba jilu te gerishas ngazu ge da dine de agi tangali ni only na le ra only do strada yes.
Okay. So when you say it started 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, it started to get worse and worse. What were some of the things that started to get worse?
The logic de the command de logic de ni de dur lamba condition de only candidate dur de
다 혼자 당부 안에 배웁니다. 저 제가 혼자 로봇이 있으려고 봐. 로봇이 있으려고 하네. 다 당부도 말해 미카시아 테스트 지금 장보를 주차하지 지금 로봇을 테스트 저같이 안에 네 줄이야 안에 혼자 담다 혼자 그저 bomb 그저 bomb 쉐도잖아요. 안에 다 주주 제가 하네. 안에 별종이야. 아니 지난주 배에 뭐미지 아니 지난주 마가 뭐미지 고마리스 주주 고마리스 근데 간도 중국 공대한 게 뭐미 디제 디그레스 안디 간도 수주 거레스 진 수주 거레스
first day when the first arrived they were good and they give monies and others to some people. After that they said that Tibetan government don't need army. As we are here, Chinese army are here, so it's good if Tibetan army join Chinese army.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so they were trying to show that, at least in the beginning, that they were going to be your protectors, that they were going to protect you, so you didn't need an army because we will protect you. But then
당일도 무슨 레디오 가다 인라라 게미도 다 그저 배반수 망미 고아야 말했어. 아주 게미 망미 요레스. 아주 기타 로바 고네 킨줄 치기래. 손에 라로아. Yes.
Yeah. And continue. How did continue saying how things started to get worse? What kinds of things happened little by little that you noticed where the situation was getting worse and worse?
또 우리 게미 망미 술라라 다 배반 망미도 줘. 또 안돼 둘도 로라 주세요. 또 언제 제일 같이 라니 두개 쳐야 되네.
아드네 안드나 표정이다 저기 단다 카레 세네로 감바스냐로 저도 콘주테게 아니 간도 배바스네들이야 배바 매매들이 배바라는 거래스 아니 간도 배디 가면에 배랑제레스 다 단데 지난주 데미에는 간도 배벌이야 로봇이 참 와서 간도리야 로봇이 뭐 지난주 아니 데미디 네 지난주 지난마 로주스 간도 배디 능가면에 로똥라 먹는게리야 아니 배디랑제레스 참으로
Then there was a minister called Silun Loba. Lokang. Yeah. Lokang. Silun Lokangba. And he said to the Chinese that we don't need any help. We can do our own things.
Mm-hmm.
It's better if Chinese army should go back to China. And this is 하시라니 말빌란데 인디라라
안 콘저 마 누가 말 콘저 마마지게 도르도르야 진제 콘저 탄다 카레 다지기 아니 남사다갈이야 쇼리야 아니 세세 나리야 카레 다데미 콘저 남주다 만다바 아니 পুরা 서제션 পুরা 체인지제 베스 클리어 잡고체제 콘저 마미스탄 자나나 마마베 카레야 탁탁 그거래 연제 혼자 양념만 이제 그냥 바과 날이야 먹지도 장에 만다다 락자도 그제 배도 루트 두제 안 컨만 되면 두는데 인데스 이거로 아니 미미 통살이야 혼자 당한들 배 신앙고제도
Then Chinese army rejected to go back to China, and even the Chinese they have taken more and more Chinese army in the trucks to Lhasa. And they roam everywhere in the Bakor area with the rifles.
He's showing.
He wants to show, Chinese wants to show their power, that they are powerful people of Tibet.
And did you personally run into any Chinese? Did you have any encounters with them?
And the during Geminium to Chise.
재민이면 막 붙었어. 재민이부터 재민이 깨지 세뇨. 자게 치대대신 네.
I encountered Chinese several times. Even I talk with them, and I know little Chinese.
Oh,
I can speak Chinese.
I see. And And how did they treat you in these encounters? Were they just discussions, or were they kind of rough with you?
Onda tu keshi chira gemyam dala. Andi dahas ke de nishuge ani kuzo ngarbodon keshi do kandiru correct.
Dedu ngamado ngarbodon de shema kunjo. Jirdan jemi mamire message de ke shara ham dahas pachu jirdan de. Ani jemi mamite zo shira yang ke shema kunjo. Symbol di aro message de yarba. Message de kunjo jo chong jaga yang yero de yarba. Dedan pachu ke jara de shete. An kunjo belgal hese pawana do hese do de yarba.
I encountered with Chinese people, not army. So we discussed.
Oh, it was just with Chinese people.
Yeah, Chinese people, not army.
I see. And okay, so if you would just to continue, tell what happened.
And this is the current wishes.
Ane tatene tijuri ane ta chedong gubya ngaju ngatu ngapke ta dwane ta demi pe ta phela khan ya ane keji share thabo share dur chin ane pheshunge phaji ki ta demi ya ti chi phajo chi share ta du cheba khan ya ane chedong gubya ngaju ngarbu ta chinda phejin tanda karanga 중하고 친다 순배들이 많이 관이야 아니 데미 엔 컨저 tanda karata 갈소래 디네네 컨저 그게 팁도와 팁시드스네 다 레세 장부 퍼링와 그야 야는 거저를 리티브야 파발 컨저도 데미 그거 보라 리코버나는 증라 주사로와 증라 주도와 마음에서 안드네 노르드는 것이 제가 가는 저 포랑기 데블런트 노블링게 점gel이야 야 노르드는 것이 지요 대 재미만 딱다요 다가는 진짜 보람이 데블로들이 잘하는 것이요 잘하는 것이 어디나래 마음이 딱다요 디나래야 재미만
Then in 1957 or 58 the Chinese became more violent, and even our government decided to negotiate with Chinese government. Before 1959 they have sent camps, army camps in different parts of Tibet near to Lhasa. And these are
and then let me ask, when you say they became more violent, what violence did you personally see?
아니 무슨 갑중아 비행 암기를 무슨 잡으러 차라. 아니 가리로 잡고 차야 가리로 통수.
정차가 간래야 다 응업주 응업을 간래야 가르쳐서는 땅 안조 맨날 대야 봐. 맨날 대야 간다. 다 재미 배 가리 딜럽도 와. 재미 땅으로 붙인 아니 재미 미가 마가 사업스요래. 마가 사업스드스네 링고 포종원들이야. 재미 마가 사업이야. 마가 사업이야. 아니 달라라마 and the Tonga Karsa, simul pesos, and Chang, Mammy Mamu Ticho Maris, Yobuchini Ticho Maris, Yobodele, Lajakicho Maris, and Chana, Robachini Ticho Maris, and Jamon Bichin, the Magas have an Tonga images, pesos, I shoot what.
That time I was in monastery, and there is an army camp called Makarsaba. In Chinese, the army in Makarsaba invited His Holiness Dalai Lama to their camp for one day, and they ordered that His Holiness shouldn't take any bodyguards except one or two servants.
Not
without any weapons.
Yes, but I wanted to, before we get to that story, I wanted to know if there was. You said the Chinese became more violent, and I was wondering what you yourself saw.
근데 타고자스 마다 아니 소남라라나 이게 타고된 실수야 게미.
타고된데. 나 무슨 미지라다 딸 단데디 단데 줄이야 레교 타다. 근데 차고 다 근데 시트스네 티 줄이야 다 나중에 그 대칸이야 안에 재미 아니 단다 카레 그네주 단다 카레 만두리야 타고치도 전에 아니 만두 그 세라 bombarde가 가냐 아니 보면안에 아니 만두 타와는데 창말로 타와 패지 동다 증리지 나를 들리지 않죠 제포란치 야친제 그게 제포란에 표정이 아니 맨다 막전되어 봐 아니 들리 제가 가는 만두 막전되는 같이 그래야
They were violent to Tibetan peoples. I didn't encounter with any violence. In monastery, there are about 1,000 or 2,000 monks. We went to the we went to the Sepota
Palace. The Lalma Palace.
Yeah, to take the weapons
To take weapons.
from the Sepota.
What's the
Potala.
Sepota is Potala Palace.
So you wanted to take weapons to the Potala Palace or from the Potala Palace?
From the Potala Palace.
Okay. To take them for what? For what reason?
The Tajigun you don't pass in the Lazalandora, Harsin Land,
That is Demi Conjopena Pet Kalanganzolia, Ditchor, Zenzu Chamber, Zenzu Chavakania, Tapa, Conjolia Kapizak Chetoria.
Because Chinese were invading us, so to resist them, we were there to take guns.
I see. So I wasn't aware that there were weapons in the Potala Palace, or that they kept weapons in the Potala Palace.
I tell you that I'm not a house in land, Sepotala Namo, Laja to Shayo.
Potala go off when I'm a conjured server.
And there is a storeroom in the Potala. In storeroom, they kept weapons.
I see. So you brought weapons to your monastery?
And Laja took in Gombal.
Yes. It's an answer. The Potala Yadu is an Timmy Peninsula. Trip down the one is majority, the Potala majority do, and the Tanda chocolate majority do, and the Tabja Mummy in the area, Mendatage Mummy Posad the door, Mendatage, on the number child, whatever is vegetation. And the Potala Yachin Cambo.
When we went to take weapons from the Potala, Chinese were firing artillery from the place called Tibet. And Langal Migashi Neo Chatonsa. And I saw that several people were wounded.
From the artillery?
Yeah.
And you were one of the people going to bring weapons from the Potala?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so
Potala, Nalol, Yovakania, and Demi Peninsula, majority of Swa, majority of Potala. Major do the one the men are Chamon, Tashan to get to and in Chilo, Tibet, Tebakan, Tibet, do not to Dunjama, Tashan, tell us with a Masadu. In the Tibet, you can be to Zapotan, Tibet, Pagin Shanga, the net was remembered as Shangara. Deep Kadi, Lhasa Yamaris, Simit Yamaris,
Doris.
Doda, Daba means without cement.
When I was inside Potala, Chinese fired artillery, and if when they hit artillery on the window, it sounds like kalangala, and when it hits on the wall, they 7 or 8 stones were fallen because Potala is made up of stone and mud, but the artillery can't make hole.
It's too thick. It was too thick.
Yeah. From here to
the wall was too thick.
Too thick.
Yeah. So you were in the Potala when the Chinese army was firing shells at it. Is that correct?
Yes, I was inside when the Chinese were firing artillery.
Okay, and so what happened next? Did you wait for it to stop to bring the weapons back to the monastery, or what happened?
And did you catch the bully? The Chala Lajan skin Monday and Begumbala and
then Lazat Zulenge, Martin Bakania, and Tanda Kare, Kumji Nane, Mandalay, and Pajama duty, Shambajin and Dulan Chimbakania, young and Mini Sumji, Timide Sasha, and on the Martin Bakania, the Porangi developed backset. Backset nama person bakania, and in not doing a Jaralinga slept. It's a Porangi, or the lingus to me, Magaja, the March, or the name Mandapirigan is that you do, and then under the bed, the Kare, Chigiti, Karamekam back and do disatage, and the Baritis and Manama, the Blonama Sergeants Manama.
Dribula. Then I took guns from one place and bullets from the other place. While taking the bullets and gun, 1 or 2 persons died in between. And when so we ran from the back.
You mean one person was killed?
yeah, some people were killed.
Yes.
And so we run from the backside of the Potala, and even I was hit by a gun on my leg.
You were wounded.
Yeah, I was wounded.
You were wounded in the leg.
Kambalanimen dukera and Mazara. Yeah,
마사지 마 리센스 마 버리테스 버리.
I was wounded by the guns and I fell down.
Yes. And then what happened?
And this is Marin Kajiso.
이제 책이다면도 책이다. 그래서도 안테네 내 단다 가라 로봇 저 에는 안 주님도 진짜 건발이야. 야, 로진 깜빡하면 디그디데 디시죠. 마셔야지.
That time I didn't face any problems. I didn't feel any pain. After that, some of my friends came and took me to the monastery.
They took you back to the monastery and you got treatment there?
아니 고말 돌아. 고말 통은 들으디가 아니 파긴 민주 침배.
맨주스는 다 같이 저기 레상마는데 티 엔코티샤다.
Not any special treatments. I tried clean clothes. On
You
the wound.
just tied a clean cloth
On the wound.
around it. Okay, and just continue. What happened next?
And this is Kajiso.
안테네 안저 데네야 디관다 데리야 건배나리야 패진 보달라나 마루드잖아 about 추즈 숨바스 그라 근데 마치 이제 건발이 알레바 가는 추즈 나바스
건다.
나 추즈 나바스 추즈 나바스는 알레바 가는야 건배나리야 말레 관리야 아니 데미면에 배 세로 건배 저 가사 칼 머저도 두스 다르디고 오르디고 안는 배도 보라코르진 안 가진지는 그냥 맨다지고 건져 이제 안저 사방 내사방 도와지리야 이미 터나가르 이미 마음을 지르고 들레 메로섬스 안 두체 때와 가는 이미 마음 데발레미도 이제 맨다지고 건져
Around 3, we left to the monastery. At 5, we reached monastery. At that time, Chinese were firing lots of artillery and they damaged the monastery. And
They were firing on the monastery.
And even, they were firing. I was artillery. I was so scared, and I looked outside. I thought that the Chinese were nearby, but they were not nearby. Any kind of thing.
아니 지금 나가서 건발이 야치네 가려야 야치네 아니 빠지 즉세 빠지 세제 아니 빠지 세비 빠세로 하냐 저 포탄을 대박 하냐 저 포탄 대박 하는 칼라요 말와 칼라 대박 하냐 소리 단다 칼라 해 가려야 단다 그 뒤에서 떨만되는 그 떨마 쳐봐 쳐봐 되냐 가지고 세 뒤에서
And when I reached monastery, I ate pa. It's made of samba, pa. I ate pa. When I was there in Potala, I was so hungry that I ate the pa, which is offered to the god. Yeah.
torma.
It's called torma. It's offered to the god. It's made of samba.
Yes, I think I had some torma this morning.
torma di senso. Torma di senso,
non sai sa.
And so that was something that's food that's only given only for special occasions, but because you were so hungry, you ate it then.
Not to eat this one torma. It's for the offerings. It's for the god.
Okay,
It's made of samba.
it's never supposed to be eaten. It's only for the god.
Yeah, not supposed to be
I
eaten.
understand. And okay.
And this is 가지죠.
아니 드네 아주 군배날 친사르다 다 도가 다 미상물로 승쇼지로 군배날이야 다 가셔 가도 가셔 주로 다 가르쳐 채워냈어요 시주전에 아니 안진데질이야 다 본다 사르가 한다 아주 암준이나 다 가와를 두고는 심지어 미상물로 소소 봐봐 유튜브에 아니 가진지네 아주 세례 군배 치료되는 마연이 연지 딱 미신다 가르쳐도 전선이 찍혀주전에 아니 미상물로 채내야 나 생이야 아니 dimmi 군배날 말죠 되거든요 제단배 칼이 미상물 별로 안 만주 내려가 민이 잡으니 나 저분이 안 만주 뒤에 체제 안 만주 건다 참 별심해 만주 군배날 안 파트너지만 파트너제 야 지마가 되게 추마 주주세 전멸함들이요
That night, people were running everywhere, and me and two other monks, we ran to the place, and there were river, and we slept near the river that night. We escaped. We ran from monastery because we heard that the Chinese were going to fight. Me and my friends slept near the mountain for one night, and early in the morning we climbed a mountain which is very high. And Rizan kaji sunjila.
Rizani, 이게 라칸데 말레프서들이야 양디 디간이야 라칸이야 말레서 라디파 여제 가진 마치가 가는 엔데 사루가 가는 양디 관다 들이야 야 다가서 터고 나는 잘 되게
When we crossed the mountain, night falls and we slept in the cave. Any kaji?
안에 디 쇼베 들이야 패진 추즈 나바 투발이야 아니 이미 남두실레가 가네야 아니 남두딘 디나네 아니 남두용을 가는 미상으로 파 접수 접차스 갑자기 가네 디데지 데미 남두도 마마를 연가 가네야 아니 간주 디나리야 맨데 있는 데가래 아니 맨데 있는 데도 아니 간주 맨데 접수 맨데 잡아 가네야 아니 좀 간주 맨데 잡이지 맨데 잡다 들어가면 쳐주서 접셔거든. And then number the authorities,
Then in morning around 5 or 6 a.m., the Chinese aeroplane came nearby. When it comes close to the land, some of my friends fight to the aeroplane.
You mean shot a gun? They start to fire their weapons at the airplane?
Yeah.
And then number the authorities, number the third more patches. Third more patches, Mangazukaji, Machibakania, choose. 배제 죽지저들이 야 땡기 남도지나 하이나 가시 야 남도 줄레스 남도 줄레와 가는 것도 민망보다 지금 이제 상으로 반대제 마치 백하네야 에나만 남도나네 데 콘저 디요 가사 밤이요 콘저 밤이 요는 밤님도리야 아니 디요 가서 주마 차가 간대야 도 초토스나 도퍼 문데 초토스네 river in the river not Dorjee in them there. Oh, what never you?
Then the plane go to the other side, and around 11 o'clock another plane came around us, and from plane they dropped bombs as well as the stone, very big stone, which we found near the rivers.
Why were they dropping stones?
제가 너희가 가는데 다 되어 밀려면 혹시로라고.
There was very big stones. They are dropping the drops so that they can kill some people.
So they ran out of bombs, or they didn't have enough bombs, so they just dropped big stones to.
Bomb yura ani bomb mangu mi ro chu do yu da.
Do yu sti. But did not know nandy pretty nandy dra. But did you conjure tandy zendi to the purpose like going sarava. The chase David na.
They dropped bomb as well as stones. I think that time, that was in 1959. I think they don't have good weapons.
Yes.
Enough weapons.
Yes. Okay.
And Lada, I can
Oh, delicious. And the name answer that. Ani, the next Pember and Pembo Neche and do Cheje, and under the Candenta's and Neche, and under Langaria. And Midronia Langalia and Pavanonia Pa, DJ Bet Kale, Chishul Petka Period and Samba. And Langalia, you do Senata, Mizanji Nan Levina, Tabujanga Samba Charity Levina, that's Samba Tosha, and Mimangulia Sons, Pet Kalasa, Pet Langalia, and Kalakabo, and Nijoya Kalakabo. When this you do.
Then we go to the Pambola, and in the road I saw that so many Tibetan people were escaping. They are in queue. There are lots of people. When we don't have thambas or food, we have to beg where we find homes, and even we don't have enough clothes. Any kind of.
And then I took on the two young and the thousand parts back some nature to young Jedi, Tanda 세당 수도 데미 서워지도 서워지 세월이 데미 주도와 세당 먼저 세당 준비는 수연 박하는 양편에 수연 데미 양 비르겐 배 칼찬이야 먼저 니메고냐 민도르중도 랑가데미 샤마리 찬이야 박하는 에 데미 비나수 로유문도 로유제 아니 베자 로 통마다 안 컨트 비르겐 데스 데제 배 칼이야 탄다 칼에 민데 양 가시 양도 발이야 칼이야 랑갈세스 혼자.
Then we go to Taksir, Semi, and Zedang. Zedang, there was an army came of one Chinese army came, and in night we have to walk, and during day we rest, and in night they have shot artillery, and some of my friends were killed by the artillery.
In the night or in
Yes,
the day?
night.
In the night.
In the night.
So you had to pass a Chinese army camp in the night without being discovered. Is that what you're saying?
또 건다 돌아다. 아니 저 개미 먹는 데 열어다. 제가 나가지. 마통 지금 부짐부짐 들어오라. 개미 요 하고 오라다 와라.
디 칼 세월
세월이라.
세월 underground.
That time Chinese were sitting underground in Zedang.
Underground?
Yeah,
Underground,
yeah,
yes.
in the barrel.
In trenches or in barracks? Or
In bunkers.
in bunkers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Chinese were
okay.
in
There one
bunkers.
Zedang, there one hill inside their
Bunkers.
Bunkers.
house and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so and then they were just shooting the guns and some of your comrades they were killed.
Yeah, killed. 아니 그저 맨다다니 쉬라. 아니 도시네 발라랑에 로바지 쉬라 내가 하나. 안타 디젤 콜드맨.
대소리야 딱 먼저 컨티뉴스 하는 배가 랑가리 하는 또 그래 저기 데밀이 갑자기 제게 있을지다. 그게 데밀도 그게 판 도가지요래. 그게 집에 가려야 야 그게 대 지금 증약을 되리고 집에 가려야 야 단다 그래 콘주다. 야우지 투조음도 아니 아주 노선 랑가리 그걸 두고 제수용.
So we kept moving continuously. When we heard that the Chinese were there, we went there to attack, but we haven't met Chinese face to face.
I see. And how is your leg at this time? That your injury?
언제 두갈 깡바디 메데케로 아니마니. 어디 간데도
강보 맨데케어디 달랑가 추추 영가 가는 좀 베베 맨디데 칼레세 콜레추 주자가 가는 맛 가르때 좀 가게 만드는데
there were some Tibetan medicines with me. I eat them as well as I apply on my wound, so it doesn't give much problem to me.
Good.
Then I have the 직지마이 수도 춘송 미 만들되어있나
This means life protector.
만들되어있나
A medallion, an amulet, something.
It's like amulet.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
근데 칼레세 지거래 칼레세 제가 얼마야 번째서 옵니다.
I have an amulet, so inside it has very precious pills. I eat them as well as I apply on my wound, so
Okay.
it doesn't give any problems to me.
Okay. So at this time, you were looking for ways to surprise attack the Chinese.
언제다 조디들가 개미나 어때면 아마 개슈도 조디어라. 개미 파길 둘레는 파길 두어라.
dempo도 마 dem도스나 누구야 한 참사야 표현 거다. 도체 미사mol로다. 가르가르 제그 우이메 베트 하스고음도. 그래서 미사mol로 누구 되기도 와. 직배 가바가바 누이메스 하스고음.
That time actually nobody knows that what they are doing and where they want to go.
Right.
So we just keep on moving.
Everybody was confused.
Everybody is confused. So we just keep on moving.
Big confusion. You had your weapons, but if you saw Chinese, you were going to shoot them.
그래서 개미 통화를 전에 맨날 쉬어라 원래.
재미터마에는 대바로
Of course, if I saw Chinese, then I will fight.
Okay. So.
아니 가지라.
아니 다 드레 체제 아주 망가래 조연박하네 다 참산다 아니 니마 레즈니 저리 참산 칼라사야라고 칼라사야 말아가네 아니 체니야 아니 니면 거네 니명은 chen 제가 하는 참다 chen 생각하네요. chen 공부집제 무주스는 딱 마음이 상물아 두스 타입을 하는 딱 예수대 제로 같았어. 레스트 제가 제가 한 다가란 일 부르. 다가란 일 안 참다 깨단제 랑스 깨단는 거지. 이거도. 근데 제가 하는 양아 된다 그래 양아치 내가 그치 kilometer 가시지 left.
That time we don't have food for 1 or 2 days, and so when we rest, we are so tired that when we just keep, we actually we wanted to nap, but we felt slept, and we felt slept 1 or 2 times that we left 1 kilometer after our comrades behind. We left behind 1 or 2 kilometers from our comrades.
Because they fell asleep?
Yeah, because we felt slept.
You fell asleep,
Yeah.
and your comrades went ahead of you?
Yeah, went ahead of
They went
us.
on, you didn't realize they had gone on.
Yeah,
I see.
because I was so tired that
Of
time.
course, because you were running all the time.
I sit and I fell asleep very fast.
Yeah, okay.
Then 안가지소.
다들 주 제자는 아주 단다 천하에서 내 말에서 들이야 아니 양본다지리야 다 다들 데미마미 도스 데미 피가 라 까드샤스 데미마미 팅헬이야 아는 아주 페베미드네 다 투제 아니 페베미드 세제 티 따다 제단도 도발이야 따도 제리야 다고맵시 이제 샴베를 치야 다들 데미 여러서 데미미가 까대요 그래서 시단 미창말로 도공 깨마자스 타마마텐스 창말로 카가데스 참카데스
Then before we reached place called Chuna, we heard that there were Chinese army in Chuna. So they said to us that we have to take rest for 1 night, and ordered us not to smoke and not to shout.
Then and this is shobe들이야 아침에 가네. 딱 미상으로 아니 딱 미게 랑가 디미션 로서야 말다. 미게 랑가 미게 근데 날고 봤는데 마침에는 미게 사마 미게 까비는 로서면 와지 모두 로서면 제가 미게 까디요. 그래서 미게 침에 간다. 미게 루트스 디미만 좀 맞아 잡는 subsidy 파지 받은 상태지 지스를 정하도 되는 마침
There is only one road through which we have to cross. One road. There is no other road. So we are ordered that be careful and be prepared, because Chinese army were all around and they may be shooting at us.
How many of you were there?
근데 빨라라는 의미가 주세요, 선생님들.
나도 민망고요. 내님도 나디 가래 마음이 지금들이야. 당나도 심주마가스 저래. 심중마가 표정 마음이 세세 policy. 건전 마음이님도 팀멤버 추주간도 마음인데요. About me 숨대시배야 되나요?
I was accompanied by about 300 to 400
Yes.
person, and that too from Simchung Makang, Simchung Army. It's the name of army, Tibetan Army, Simchung Army, as well as Tibetan Chushikandum Army.
So that's a large group of. That's a large group to be traveling undercover.
근데 미망도 왔어요.
이제 두스 랑가래 두선 투대 다스. automatic 투대. 당번에 님들이야.
Actually, we don't have any plans. We met on the way. We met on the way.
You just met on the way.
Yeah,
huh?
we just met on the way.
랑가dim을 도서가 말이야. 전대 투어 다 쇼베 되는 같이 봐. 다 미게 미미미 아니 랑가 가지 안 건져 만다다 안 빌겐스 때 대박하냐. 나디도 춘주를 들방한데 되지. 그래서 근데 가래. 봉구들이야 짬바당시다 깨져래. 어디에 제가 뒤 nga마데 심정 데미베네츠 메디제 만주드나 바 메디제 제가 하는야. nga디 nga마스 컨트롤제 제가 nga디 베트칼 마타스. 마타라 가는 아주 민망고 데 탄다 카레 미 탄다 민망고 셔자. 뒤조리에 미로고 망고 베트칼에 데세사자. and then 아주 되게 뜻이라 증리시라 담을 파이 민망고 세자 혼자. 민망고 세우래. 추가만도 민망고 세자.
So that morning, we have to cross that road where Chinese army was looking for us. So we decided to go past that road. And that time I was child, so I have one donkey with me, loaded with tambas. When they started firing, I just catch the donkey's tail, and I don't know, I was scared that time. I just
held on to
the
donkey's tail, and the donkey pulled you ahead?
Yeah, donkey, yeah.
So you crossed this road.
So I
to cross the road.
Yeah,
the
so
road.
I was scared. Lots of people were injured as well as killed by the Chinese. But I was scared due to the donkey. I hold the donkey's
because you held on to the donkey, you were able to survive.
Yes.
the 봉구슈를 타면 원친 타러.
봉수를 한번 봉수를 잡아 닦고 저거 봉고 벼에 쉬어다 지장 아이들 받아라 되다 마타를 마치가 가는 뭐죠 뭐좀에 당한도 양 몸이 상마가 까셔봐 가는 다 지내 제제 양 섭섭제 파베 대접제 안두스 데브리탄제 베트 그래 다 쇼베네 제제 관다부터 데브리탄자 데브리탄바 칸에 다 가래 대사 포지션을 대사 걸어봐 당황서 랑가 두두 참자고 당세가 칸에 다 미상을 때르럽지 필요 걸어봐 주주간도 저소리 따야와 때르럽지 필요 걸어봐 만주마면 저소 따야 말잖아 나한테 저거 남사다가 따라라 잘라와 남사 봉구 되게 들어도 가지고 건강한 심판 그 베트 그봐
When Chinese fight, it makes lots of noise. So Chushikando armies have a horse. They run that side and other run that side. So I hold donkey's tail. So I will take him by donkey.
I see. So you're saying the horses ran away when they heard the artillery.
Yes.
And but you didn't let yours go away because you were holding on to it. And the donkey had the tsampa on it, was carrying the tsampa, yes?
Donkey가
참바다.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Any cases.
안에 디나마치 다 뒤에 건다들이야. 당주 뭔고 쇼사샤. 총사샤. 아니 가시 매샤. 매부터지 안주 주티제. 안주 도시제 초연제. 아니 다가게 탄다. 안데 초연제 탄다. 뒤봐. 건다 체인지를 양아서 디 몸들라 산삼 자각 산삼레스 산삼레야 나이트 산삼레스 내가 한다 칼라사 누가 칼라사 내가 한 미강반에 양줄 가면 주제 나고를 봐 나고나 도스 뭐지 때도산에 같은 분들 시를 참고 쉬어도 그냥 내제 라고지 때도스는 나고르지 로르마라고 sto 즉 도스 칼사야 가냐 다는 아주 운동 나고지 봐 언니래리샤 양 아주 된데 안바나로지 때문에 사람하고 운동 그래서 아주 그
During that war, lots of my comrades were killed by the Chinese as well as injured. After that, we reached near Potala border. At there, it became night and it was too dark. So we went inside one home. There is no light inside. We were hungry, and there were one basket, big basket, with and we got some black things. Now what we call grapes, black grapes. That time I don't know what grape is.
Mm-hmm.
So we eat grape as well as we took grapes with us.
아니 참 미시바 참으로 돼 군놈들이 다 키우듯이 아주 군놈 바르니스 그잖아 나가서
Then we took grapes with us. On the way, we are eating the grapes and moving.
What happened to your donkey with the tsampa?
Only
with samba
donkey is with me that time.
It was still with you.
And then
몬델라디 카레 산담보다 몬델라보다 님들
till Potala, donkey is with
You
me.
went with it took you to Bandela.
Yes.
Did you give that donkey a name?
Donkey is the Mingde. Mingde man.
나는 가서 몬델라 알래 봐. 몬델라 알래 주스네. 먼저 맨다야 봐. 맨다 담밤당 카라카리네 자가시원 받지자. 보더 police를 했지대. 난 police가 아닌 담루를 제 police 접사를 하고 준비시켜도 동안들이 했지대. 난 가서 자가나 많이 그래. 아삼이야. 무슨 말이야?
아니 슈가를 담루 괜다.
슈가 담루 준비시켜. 맨데 중지. 맨다. 어디
So then we reached Bomdila border. We surrendered our weapons, and border security force, they gave us a receipt for the weapons, and then we reached
이
the
호란즈 봄들라게 탄다 그래 부르시 탄다 그래 시를 거기서 어디리샤 시를 거기 맨데는 받치지 않다 그래.
They have given the receipt with stamp and their signature, and yeah.
And then, how long were you in Bandila?
Bomdila로 가서 싶었는데
봄들라가 대신 합치지
about 1 week.
Okay, so then you went from Bandila, and then you moved to.
아삼.
범딜라는 과거를 되면
아삼. 아삼 미스머리야. 디아마르 모르듯이 대야만 간단히 보러 미스머리보다.
From Bomdila, I walked
Bomdila to Assam.
Yeah, Bomdila to Musamari.
미스머리. By walk.
And what were your feelings at this time after you had crossed the border now from Bandila, Assam, Musamari, and you stopped for a moment? What did you think? What did you think would happen to you?
Bomdila Bomdila Assam Musamari do din sira. Kare do sam ste semana.
that is semana that 그 산삼 말레 칸이야 다 이미다 그들 데뷔해요 그들이 차용부터 근데 차용서 즉 semana랑 감라다 샤나를 줘 봐. 자가 산삼 내가 줄래 참에 다른 감라다 샤나디 대스 니메고는 샤나스 감데 이네 차는 이름 다가 칸이야 다그 가는 감라다 샤나를 그 그들이
자갈레스니.
자갈레스는 차는 이름 나는데 당도
Before Bomdila's border, when I was inside Tibet, I was so worried about the Chinese army. When I reached India, when I crossed Indian border, I was so relaxed. But sometimes I dreamt of the Chinese army. I was so scared.
You dreamt that they were still coming after you.
And then nyelam do tangi de, the gaming standard some nyelam do tangi de.
그 뒤에 그냥 먹었다.
Yeah, yes, several times.
Yeah. And when you got to Bandila, where did your brother escape as well?
주저 뒤에 냠도 전례래.
다야만.
왜 말이야?
말에 팔라 해설이요리 아만데 딩에나 트랜스퍼리 컨도 빈자다 그래서 해설이야 딩에나 트랜스퍼 단나 아자 gem버지요리 디 해설 레벨이 디 단다 주리아 트랜제 단다 트랜제 런니지 진사질 단다.
My father is in Lhasa now. I escaped. Now he passed away. My mother passed away before my father, so I escaped here. And my brother also, he left in Tibet. He was there in Tibet.
He was left in Tibet when you escaped. The brother who was at Sera Monastery.
곰발이도 더 주주다 기긴다 주주줘라. 언제 이파게 앉아 대라 세라래.
그게 앉아 말 주저 딩에나 트랜스퍼.
총사래. He passed away when I was in Tibet.
He passed away in Tibet. He never was able to get out.
And 주주왜 말하더라?
그렇죠. 딩에나 트랜스퍼.
No, he passed away before.
Do you know if he was ever imprisoned by the Chinese, or was he ever mistreated by the Chinese?
근데 주주도 근데 개미 주인 통을 코로나를 통을 근데 통을 하고세.
말에 나디 카레 딩에나 트랜스퍼. 네.
Yeah, my brother, who is a monk, he died before the Chinese invasion.
He died
before the invasion.
Okay. What about the rest of your brothers and sisters?
신바다 주주 다저든 요나 메딩에 온두스 같이래. 아니기.
신바 탄다 아자찌기 탄다 카레 별이야 통제 로니지 신바 탄다. 아자찌 대등한 자갈레 도가요. 아자디 부절.
One sister passed away 2 years before in Tibet.
디 부절. 디 부디 그러면이야 엔지 핀조사. 그 딩에리야 탄다. 내만에 탄다. 변화에 팀이 정한하는 주사로.
She have a son named Tenzin Pinzo, and before she went to Chinese jail.
Who went to Chinese jail?
Tenzin Pinzo, my sister's son.
Your sister's son was in prison.
Yeah,
And why was he put in jail?
근데 아저기 부지라다 딘스빈솔라이지. 정화는 가진 줄아.
정하나에 다 고란 데미 다가서 많이 제지부터 수사를 와. 이제
Yeah, they arrested him even though he didn't make any mistakes.
I see. Okay. So, did you think when you were safe in Musamari that you would be able to return to Tibet?
무사마리를 유디고라 다 타라 무사마리 요라. 언디도 다 별 보내 줘라 이래도 섬세.
도와를 요거 로직 나와니 숨쉬nga 지나 로직 남불이야 그 상으로 별반 드라기 남다 마신데 대학에 ਸਮਝ고 야마스.
We thought that we'll be back to Tibet after 1-2 months. After a month,
After a month or two.
1 or 2 months, we'll be back to Tibet.
And at that point, you were still with the group of people you had escaped with, your fellow monks from Sera Monastery, and also people from Chushigondruk.
언제 뒤가라 다 무사마리를 유디고라 주싱한 놈입니다. 다들이 막 저와든 좀 졸려라. 언제 뒤가 무사마리를 상관님도야.
상만님들 추주간도 자와 마미 미자 상만님들
That time all of us were together. Chushigando army, monks, laymen.
Yes. Even as you traveled from Bundila to Assam to Musamari, you still went as a group.
아sam니 봄델라 무사마리 딘도라 상만님들도 되라.
상만들 다 디디잖아 상만님들 그룹 이 말이야 쇼베노냐 원하는 상으로 반지 빼 근데 랑갈 민느냐 디니티 두려.
We all were sent together as a group.
Okay. So, please tell me then what happened next. I know you were sent to other towns. What happened?
तदिने वाज तदिने सज खोलेस्ता मुसमारी जेला
무슨 안저 비미 배진 니마레레리 차와친 거로 와 차와친 걸 자락하는 피게 더려야 로라스들 배진 니마레레리야 민가투 진제 주딘에 메타레 참는 미시제 봐봐 그래서 농건 남지 장문에 초연제 차와있을 레벨 와 미베도 니마레레가 주딘제 주딘에 베터 참고
Musamari's weather condition is so hot. So in a day there were dead about 6 to 7 people.
6 to 7 people a day.
Yeah,
Daily.
and crematorium. We saw the burning of the bodies every
Yes.
time. 6 or 7 person per day.
Did you lose friends that you were close to?
Most of us 저보다 아니라 언제 이거라
이제 저보다 내도 트라우마스이네 또 베베미 피게 트라우마제 다르시 풍부타서 등을 미통고요 와 미통다 간다 선보 줘보 아니 디칸이야 다 칼라디 아니 델리 사원 델리 사랑하고 신기야 말 거다야 신기야 말이 다 델리 사원 칼라디 사원 참만디 아직이 민망고배 그 시제 사원 신의 선배나리야 다시 가서 남라로 싶기도
even though they were not my friends, I was so sad because they were from Tibet.
Yeah.
And even we don't know how to cook dal and rice.
Yes.
That too gave us lots of trouble.
Yes. Okay. So then what happened?
아니 디디자는 무슨 말이지 차와천부도 이네 남조 변에 사발내냐리야 야고직도 야고 가르쳐서나 먼저 가야요 말이야 가야 둘러 가야도 감바는 진짜 가야요 말이야 차와천부에서 건도 자가시운데 하벤스테이션 하벤도 그냥 추버도 마팅 원하만 딕스만이 저거야 딕스 하나 진짜 레카가요 말이야
At Musabari, it's too hot, but we all are happy because we came from Tibet and they give us half pen. And at night we used to sleep on the chupas. We don't have to do any work at Musabari.
Yes.
Sleeping like this morning, not other workings.
To sleep and get up, no work at all.
Oh, it was just sleeping,
Eating.
Getting up.
eating,
Sitting, eating, and no work.
거야 가게요 말이야 거야 베트가 하벤스 디미시 가게요 말이야 잘라 가게요 말이야
I don't have any things to lose. I don't have anything. One half pen and one shirt. That's it.
That was all you had was on your
한국
back.
도전에 한국 도전 편에 주 이제 보러 가야 돼요. 한국 이제 봐요. 강박 간지면 치 우수 과에 한국이야 말이 그 자와야로 봐. 하변도 건다 많이 들 좋아하는데 내가 다.
As I came from Tibet, and that too, I walked from Tibet. My shoes is in worse condition.
Yes.
So I threw my shoes and I walked barefoot.
Okay, and so good. Please continue.
And this is
다드네 안에 무슨 말이네 안에 거디네 안에 별 칼로남도 다 데미 이네 베트 칼이야 안에 멍크스인데 이네 그 레가 맞으네 자갈이야 레가 맞으네 미두리네 이제 달래라마 록조베레스 록조베 로봇도 참으로 잡아도 배 카테르는 거 록조베레스 혼자 레가 지금 말했어 데미들이 세고 그랬어 안도 아니 배 칼이야 람솔 치미스 Langaso wali.
Radio nalara.
Mari radio tambe tanda kharkhati na khonje sangri na shewa khonje.
In the news, Chinese said that all the Tibetans, especially the monks, they are reactionist and they don't like to do works. So we were sent to work as a road laborer.
Ani de tanda kharsa chedan dalelama ani lokjube res and dalalame jeria dalalama lokjubres lokjube jeria and lama de khalia jagamajine khade runubres and dimidri shewars and this and tangazo langaso achimis lamsujoa road work.
And the Chinese said in the news that His Holiness Dalai Lama is reactionist and all the followers were reactionists, as well as they don't like to do work. They announced like that, Chinese government. So we went to work as a road laborer.
Yes, you just said that.
He said that. Yeah.
Yes, okay.
He said that.
Oh, okay. And then, because the Chinese said that, you were sent to work?
The Gami Guta, Miss Laching or Gamis Dujar Mojubar Lara, Unchin any Laching or Tangre.
Tangamare is net that Timmy did answer dead and Digmarva. Chetangato Lavachmuta.
Chinese were announcing like that, so it's not good for us to stay idle.
Yes.
That's why we go to work.
Okay, so you went on a road crew, and then what happened?
And then Nagasoalia, Miss Marine, Bundela Yachimis. Miss Marie to Bundelaria, return city, Lamsachimis.
Then we went to Mandela from Samari.
Back to Bundela.
Back, yes. They are road working.
You went back to Bundela.
Yes.
Yeah, as a construction worker. Construction worker.
And the Kanya, Tapigate, Yaga Chava Pavra, Chava and Hango Yaman, Hango Mavana, Hango Tapto Jiti, Hango di Company, Hango di Red Udua, Tago Charge, Hango Magam and Tawana, and Kanjam de Kanjam Devan did Bundela did on Pupeva since the Kambar Sojet, the Taji Jip, and the Turan Sojet, and Popeveta. This have must you going to the Thursday, you want to and the Tawache and then one day the never can Russell Sojan, Guyoje, Lichitus. And can you get a consumer you live in the Chalutus? Chasus under the Chas.
When I reached Bondela, it was in summer, it's raining, so I don't have shoes. I have only one shoes, so I wanted to save my shoes, so I went barefoot. And lots of mosquitoes bite me, as well as there is animal called pepper. It's in water, leeches. Yeah, it sucked my blood. And when we slept during night, I feel like if I was intoxicated at night when I go to sleep, I feel like intoxicated, and I used to say words from my mouth without any intention.
I see, like you were feverish, and yes, I understand.
This is any Bundelaria Lechavania. It is in a Pesha Tonchamar Laja, Pajin Nimare and she's Michelle Samare. Laja, the Laja Legend and our two lectures.
That time, money has a very high value. I'm getting 25 paisa per day, and I worked there for about 6 months. And
then Bundela Missumari Yamayon, Missumari too, and the Karayan Langas all day. Himachal government transport Chamba.
Then I went to Chamba. We have Musamari.
Bundla to Misamari to Chamba.
Yeah, then I went to Chamba via Musamari
Yes.
as a road, and I worked at Chamba as a road laborer.
Yes. And then how did you get to Dharamsala?
Dharamsala countries this one.
Dharamsala ya Chamba dan Dharamsala Thanya bare. Thanya bacha kan nga the Chamba ya road work chava kan ya मैं थंडा हिमाचल गवर्नमेंट ट्रांसपोर्ट की मैनेजर दी गान पे आओ चुके टिबेटन बॉय सोनम वेरी गुड सिलेक्ट को गान पे आओ चुके यहाँ दी खुंजो हिमाचल गवर्नमेंट ट्रांसपोर्ट की ट्रक क्लीनर छे अन्य दिने तिजोरी अन्य खुंजो हिमाचल गवर्नमेंट ट्रांसपोर्ट की मैकेनिक छे अन्य जुमा ना ट्रक नाशिंग करवा ड्राइवर Semarwa nanti kerja, ta susu di kerja vaksin di sembah kalian ni.
Truk di Jamra dah pergi lah, Jamra lah.
An pergi lagi ciri liya, cleaner ke lagi ciri liya, an truk jang sana ni, an Dharamsala ni pesong tanda kerja, sesuatu jenis.
At Chamba, I used to clean the trucks of the government,
Himachal
government's transportation. And there is an officer who is good to me. He used to say Sonam goodbye like that. While cleaning, I learned how to drive trucks. Any truck junction are any?
Truck junction are any? Dharamsala change. Dharamsala pesong tanda kerja mortans days.
Then I went to Dharamsala and worked as a driver.
And from Dharamsala?
Dharamsala to Dharamsala dawani sumtes na nga Dili Bureau Tansons.
I stayed around 2 to 3 months at Dharamsala as a driver. Then I was sent to Delhi. There's a Tibetan Bureau office. And there I worked as a driver.
For how long?
About 1 year.
1 year
Yes,
in
1 year.
Delhi. And in this time, had you married or had you met anyone?
No, not married.
No.
Not married.
No. And so how did you get to Bailakuppe?
Valuable countries one.
Belgobalia da enga biro de arwa biro de ba khane Belgobalia ni tanda de Belgobalia Swiss Deco Mr. Luti Swiss Deco ko di kare ne Belgobalia ani tractor robots ba kan tractor ge mechanic che tractor driver che to chamla pheba chune ya go yoris the is always dalala ma ya shoot to kunjur shoot wa yangon muchingi enta ba pu lo chonga ani mechanic ne ani driver ne ne de khaba ne je ne te matans sunje ne masun serva sonba khane ya an nga je nga dil chonji ne ta chran kundu khagon re en bero ba do response.
And then while I was in Delhi, I heard that there is a person called Lutire.
Mr. Luti
from Switzerland. Wants to help to the Tibetan people who are in Balakupi in the tractor. He wants to give them tractor, and he said that he needs someone who knows driving. Tractor driving.
About driving,
and
mechanic.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
Mechanic as well as driver. So once in Maleva.
And the rest is the Belgo Tamris.
That's why I was sent to Balakupi.
Okay. And then you were sent here and then you stayed. Is that right?
And the Matanji did and
Yeah, then I was sent to Balakupi, and I'm still here.
You're still here. And did you meet your wife here?
Kimi Deltuswe. Yes.
Yes. And you have, and how many children do you have?
Who was it?
5 children. And how old are they now?
Eldest one's 33 years old. Anybody?
The Pomodi about 30.
About 30, second one.
Yeah.
Somebody.
somebody tanda
Professor who can listen.
college tanda kare second year
Korea.
issue poverty
When you have a lot of children, it's hard to remember.
Uma one at the Chamasega, how worry is
not so much. She is learning that now
she's in college.
college
College.
engineer.
Okay.
One is there now 11th class, 12th class,
11th
Mongol
Science.
Mongol. One is now 10th class,
Here.
small,
Youngest one.
youngest one.
Law is it?
Law, judo sindra chota.
Youngest one is
16.
16 years.
16.
Yes.
Great. So, what do you tell them, especially your 16-year-old? What do you tell her about Tibet?
The Palarang Pula Karidu Leguesa, Mixi, Puchun Shujura, Lojudici, on the Karidu Legue.
Da pu mingse pu chung da pu che dan do chang lo le nga khala wa sna da pu la nga chu tan do lob jun che gi khu ra ba jo ba khu ra ba ti da phe sung na ja ro chung gi to ji ga ten nga to le ya ti ra ga res lo jun ti this one.
I used to tell to all of my children that we have a great opportunity to study, and that because we have an opportunity to study because of His Holiness Dalai Lama and the Tibetan government. I'm advising my children that we are having an opportunity to study here in India because of His Holiness Dalai Lama and the Tibetan government.
Yes.
Di to lob jun de chen ra ga ba ti che dan nga chu lob jun cha wo res man to lob jun che je ti che dan dil ya teenage ba je wo res teenage ga chen je wo res na chuma su lob jun ya wo xian su na lob jun ya wo lob jun ya wo chun de chi lob ka de na nam ni zama che je ane phe shung pa she shu chu ba ane ma ba le ya ane chi ge phe rang zen ne ya ge ni cha chu cha jen di ni cha chu ta ma phe ge sun za le je di ja ro mu chi ka lo me ge di na jin je chance to tell us that in Polia, social Pogo, me, that's in that Pogo in it, and Cabin Pogo in it, and Miss Samuel.
I tell to every youngster of Tibetan that you should study hard, and we are getting opportunity because of the Tibetan government as well as His Holiness Dalai Lama. So we have to repay them. One or the other day, you have to work for them.
And please tell me, what are bringing up the tears for you right now?
I need to balance December go down the Casimina. December go down.
Tada Caracas and the Mount Valian, the Suji, the correct Ranzania, church to think or other, Timbercantana, I would correct. 다 long to the sensory tendency Peranzan, the Demiton, the Demis in Zamulin and the Michovan should meet to shoot. Maybe come on it. Chagua, or the dead was 700 to the Yanamaja and to Kangash. I can't tell how to that had Mount Balia to seem to our jobs on to Majarina, the Khan and do some Tambakan and Ashine to Kare. No one was time to touch around earlier. Show those. Mission Shanga, to Tanda Jarum Ching to get into Marangara Lega Changa into the 2 years. The Italian Assembly came those.
It's been 50 years. I'm in exile, and in future we have to get back our country. I'm not crying because I don't have any work or other things like that. I have work because of His Holiness Dalai Lama.
Ane tanda kare ngade tanda Tibetan Youth Congress da kare gochudi ne yoris chedong gubde dunji thambane Tibetan Youth Congress da gochudi ne ngai de tine tanda chedong gubde dunji thamba 1970 Youth Congress tanda kare unebe tujin ngane tine sunu nga Tibetan Youth Congress na le member na le ne chuyus active member cheja khatu ne tetewis
Tibetan Youth Congress was formed in 1970, from then I was working in Tibetan Youth Congress, and I'm one of the most active members in Tibetan Youth Congress.
And your tears are because you want so badly to for Tibet to be free again. Is that correct?
Da ngwe de kachin le na sa nima ji mo chik ta gem pheba di su rangze gora na mon chin December ro pyo de sa.
다지 이 그래 다지 대수 연습 걸 받아 가지고 이제 주주 랭걸 와. 일단 디데게 상담하가는 랭싱긴 그 가르치 지도스.
We should get back our country. When I'm thinking that, I feel crying.
Yeah. Thank you very much for sharing your story. Tuchiche.